Oh my goodness. For 100 years, the Radio City Rockettes have been bringing Christmas cheer to audiences. And in celebration of their 100th anniversary, the Rockettes are honoring their legacy and announcing some new exciting projects that are bringing the past and the present together. And what better way to celebrate Women's History Month than with a visit from some of the most iconic dancers in New York City. I know, I'm talking about you. Joining us this morning with more is Julie Branham, the director and choreographer, and four incredible Rockettes. Welcome to New York Living.
Thank you. Thrilled to be here.
Can we go down the line and introduce everyone? We'll start with you.
Hi, I'm Swethanella Panini, and I've been a Rockette for 1 year.
1 year.
Hi, I'm Sydney Mesher, and I've been a Rockette for 5 years.
5 years, okay.
Hi, I'm Maddie Rodrigue, and I've also been a Rockette for 5 years.
Hi, I'm Courtney Sullivan, and I've been a Rockette for 2 years.
For 2 years. Hi, I'm Marysol Castro, and I've never been a Rockette. I might have aspired.
I've actually been there 38 years, so.
38 years? You
Crazy,
started
right?
when you were 4.
Yes, let's say that. I like that, sort of. Yeah.
We were just talking in the commercial that every year I take my children from when they were little, and then this year they gave me a little resistance because, you know, the teenagers, they know the way of the world. And as soon as those lights went down and the curtain went up, it was like they were 5 years old and they were just mystified. They were, and that's what you call
Magic.
The magic, the magic.
Yeah.
100 years. Congratulations.
Well, it's the magic of not only Radio City, but of the Radio City Rockettes.
Right.
There's the magic.
Can you condense 100 years into like 30 seconds?
I could say that it is an incredible sisterhood that just continues to grow as they evolve as great dancers.
Right.
We just keep pushing the bar forward and forward, and I'm so proud of where, certainly from where I've started and where these beautiful people have maintained and gotten better and better as the years go by.
Yeah, and I just so you know, I call all of you athletes because what you do on stage, you have to have endurance, you have to have flexibility, which is just code work for strength. And you guys are smiling the whole time. Sheesh. So,
I think they love what they're doing, which also helps, right?
Yes. Absolutely.
yeah. So you are the first Rockette ever to have directed and choreographed.
That is true.
A Radio City Christmas Spectacular.
Thank you. Thank you. It's funny, I don't usually hear that, so when I hear that, I'm like, wow.
Yeah, we're talking about you.
Crazy, crazy.
Did you reunite with any of your sisters in the Rockette line? I don't know what the nomenclature is.
Of course, but it's like, you know, you make lifelong friends because you not only do this terrific job that you go through,
Look at you.
but you also, have your life outside of there. So you get married, you have children, we're family,
right?
You know, so that's what keeps going on and on, is that it goes through generation to generation. And I am still very good friends with many of the people I was Rockettes with, and I am always happy to see former legacy Rockettes that we are now inviting in to come join us and join the celebration.
A legacy Rockette is an offspring of a Rockette, is that? No.
No?
A legacy Rockette is someone who's been a Rockette at some point in their life. So we're inviting all previous Rockettes to join our legacy and continue our 100-year celebration.
Wow.
It is a living archive, and how better way to share stories and hear the history of people that were there.
I'm almost speechless. This is okay. You have open call auditions next month. Any advice for anyone out there who hopes to find a place on this here line? What advice do we have?
Well, I say I'm looking for great dancers.
Okay.
We want great, smart dancers. And I also love dancers that have a little bit of a sense of humor and are kind. Because we are very close in a room, 84 people in a room for 6 weeks at a time. So you have to be able to get along with others and be smart and listen, even if we're not directly speaking to you, but that we can see that you are listening and taking the notes. So that's why I say smart dancers. You can be a great dancer, but you have to be smart along with it.
Is there any particular genre in which you should be literate?
All
of them?
Yes.
All the genres?
Ballet, tap, jazz really are the basics that we look for. But if you have a strong ballet foundation, we can really build about anything on that. So.
Well, ballet. We got to dance. The Destiny is yelling at me. We got to dance. Okay, I'm going to...
Why don't you come be our center girl? Right here between Sydney and I. I'm so excited.
I'm glad you are.
You're going to be great.
And I see why you have to have a sense of humor and like each other, because you guys are literally...
We are so close.
Well, I'm gonna do away with this business.
Perfect.
Because
Very professional.
the one thing I do know, I was taught, you're not actually holding on to each other, right?
That's exactly
you
right.
give the illusion of.
So we're gonna find our right bevel.
Okay.
We'll stand on our left.
Can everyone take one giant step forward so we're in our light?
Let's do it.
Oh gosh.
Perfect.
See, they are smart. Look at this. If I had done this with 4 dudes, they would have been like, which way? Sorry.
Yes, so we're gonna find our right bevel, and when we find our link up, we're gonna place our right hand, without touching, like you said, between the shoulder blades of the dancer next to us, and then we're gonna take our left hand and find the lower back. There it is. We're gonna take a step on our right leg. We're gonna do a strut kick. So our left leg is gonna come up into a passe. We're gonna extend that forward waist height, bring it back through our passe, and then take a step down. We're gonna repeat that, bringing our right leg up through our passe, right leg extends out, it comes back in, we step down. Now we're gonna do 4
I'm
of those.
sweating.
We're gonna do 4 of those.
In a row?
In a row. And then from there, we're gonna take a step into a right, we're gonna step on our right, finding a left bevel, and when we pop that left leg,
let's
we're
do
gonna
it.
drop our arms.
Okay, I'm just gonna follow your lead.
Are you ready?
I have no choice.
Okay, right bevel, here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice and strong. Last one.
Bye-bye.
Drop those arms.
Thanks so much for watching New York Living. Thank you, everybody. We'll be here tomorrow.